This is a test of the Boundary Park alert system. Hello and welcome to the Latics Football Phone-In with me, Matt Dean. I am alone and unprepared. So thank God Ibby has just called in. So that's good. He's quick off the mark, as always. The rest of you, if you would like to get in touch, I've just put it out on Twitter, the link to call. It's in the comments as well. You just click on the link that's in the comments there on YouTube and on Facebook, and you can join in the conversation. Well, you can create a conversation. At the minute, it's not a conversation, it's a monologue, but I do have Ibby lined up. So, yeah, Latics coming back from 2-0 down against Wealdstone. I'll put in the description for this particular episode of the phone-in that this phone-in is sandwiched in between Wealdstone and Braintree. What a time to be alive. Two glamorous fixtures in the National League calendar for Latics. Looking ahead into January, we played Eastleigh Saturday, Tuesday, so that's going to be another amazing experience, especially for those who travel all the way down to Eastleigh. Are you going to Braintree at the weekend? If you are, give us a shout. I want to know why, especially if you're going from Oldham, you are going all the way down a few days before Christmas. Is it just because you expect us to win? Are you just fully on board with the promotion bandwagon now and you can't miss a single second of it? What's driving you? Well, I say what's driving you. It's probably going to be a coach driver or one of your mates or yourself down to Braintree. So if you're going down to Braintree at the weekend, give us a shout. Let's have a chat about that. If you're looking forward to the York game on Boxing Day, which I'm sure everybody is, if you're a York fan and you're watching, give us a shout. I think they sold about 700 at last time I looked. I think it's a tricky one, Boxing Day, isn't it? Because there's no public transport. You have to drive or get the club coach, really. So that doesn't always appeal to everybody. Obviously, there's family commitments and stuff like that. But I think from an occasion point of view, it'd be nice to see a good few York fans in the Chaddy end. But I think it was sort of Ryan Hamus tweet something along the lines of, "Who cares how many they bring as long as we beat them?" That is exactly the main thing. James, hello, good evening. Thank you very much indeed for that. It's very quiet in the comments so far this evening. I didn't put it out in good time, to be honest with you. I only put it out about an hour ago that there was going to be a phone in, so that's on me. Tom, all right, Tom, good evening. You're going to Braintree because you support Oldham. Not ours, do we play it on? It's a new ground. Yeah, it's a trek though, isn't it, Tom? It's a mooch is Braintree, especially a few days before Christmas. So I can totally understand, why it's not going to be absolutely hammered in the away end for obvious reasons. But fair play to everybody who's going down. It is a trek just before Christmas. So anyway, let's have a chat with Ibby because he's in the backstage area waiting. Hey, mate.
Evening, Matt. You okay?
I'm good, thanks. Hey, Jenny's got a question. Where's Dave? Where do you think he might be, Ibby?
I think he's on his holidays.
He's always on holiday, isn't he? So that's a good answer. That's a good shout. I think he's stuck somewhere. I think he's stuck in the Watford gap. He said he was going to Watford today, so he's had a bit of a day of it. So he's not been able to make it onto the phone.
Yeah, I hope he's all right, Matt.
I'm sure he'll be fine, Ibby. But yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. Maybe he'll let us know. Are you all right, Dave? But yeah, he does a lot of travelling with his job, does Dave? And often when he comes onto the phone in, he's had a long day.
Yeah, we made it difficult our last home game. We meant to kill teams off like them, but fair dues, they gave us a very good game. And I thought, here we go again. It looks like it's not our day. But I was behind the players, and Mickey Mellon was praising the fans for that full 90 minutes. I thought our fans were absolutely outstanding, and I'm just delighted that we took something from the game by winning it.
I wasn't there on Saturday, first home game of the season that I've not been to, so I wasn't there for the atmosphere. But I'm glad that the fans are on board now. I mean, it would be a fierce critic to still be negative, considering how well the season's going so far, and we're only halfway through. And the fans do play a part. Having belief in the team when they go 2-0 down is a massive factor in the team actually coming back. So all credit to the players. You've got to give credit to the players and the supporters for sticking with them. Oh, I've lost him. I'll just remove him and see if he comes back in. Oh, there he is. He's back, actually. Hello, I lost you there for a second.
Hello, I don't know why that happened. It happens. Last week it happened to me for some reason.
I don't know. It wasn't me. Stephen here is saying that normally we'd be booing at half time. Going in after a poor start like that and then being a goal behind. But the atmosphere is different around the club, isn't it, Ibby?
Absolutely, I'm buzzing at the moment. There's nothing to complain about. But one thing I want for Christmas is for Oldham to throw everything at the book and sign Josh Stone. If we can make Wigan to sell him, I think it's vital we keep this player because he turned that game around the last game and he took a beautiful goal it was. And if we lose him, Matt, I think the goals could dry up.
I agree. I think we need him big time because we need that consistency because he brings the best out of Norwood. He offers something different, and to have him for such a short period of time would be a bit cruel to everybody. And I think for the player's point of view, if you look at it from what he needs, Mellon said it's taken him a while to get back up to speed, up to fitness and stuff. And if he's just going to go back to Wigan and sit on the bench and not play, it's not going to do him any good, and he's not going to want that. So hopefully it'd be great, ideally, if Wigan have got their eye on someone that they want to bring in and then leave him on loan with us to make sure that he's getting the games and developing as a player, and then they can make a decision then come the end of the season what they want to do with him, whether they want to bring him back into their squad or they want to move him on or whatever. But I think it's best for everybody, unless he's going to go back to Wigan and play football every week. He's better off at Latics because he's getting up to speed with his fitness. He's getting a bit of form. He's scoring goals, and it's best for everybody. But look, there's no one going to be more desperate to keep hold of him than Mickey Mellon.
Absolutely, Matt, and Darren Royal has got a huge job on his hand because it will have to go through him and Frank if we are going to sign Josh Stone. But I think the club should give it an opportunity and make a bid, and let's see if it is accepted or what happens. But I love him to sign because I think he's a big key player for us, and things are looking rosy at the club happily. And I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, all to the Oldham supporters and everybody at the football club.
Thanks, Ibby. Yeah, wishing you all the best for the festive season and 2025 and all that. Let's hope that we can have, as fans, we can have a happy Christmas festive period because it's traditionally it's not something we enjoy a great deal. And I think that result against Wealdstone was really important because it's got us into that winning mindset going back into the league at Christmas, and being 2-0 down could have easily have gone the other way. But just going back onto Josh Stones for a minute, I think, he is exactly the kind of player that we need to be signing on a permanent deal, because he's a young player. He's getting better. He's the kind of player that can step up, I think, into League Two and do a job up there as well. And, those are the kind of investments we need to be putting in. It's just that I have absolutely no idea what it would cost to sign him. I have no idea what his wages would be. I don't know how much of an investment it would be for the football club. But I think that, if you're getting out of any division, is about goals. And I think that's the one thing that we just need to secure is that other goal scorer. Because you can look at Fondop, and he's bagged quite a few. Norwood's still not quite got going. So we do need at least, I think you probably need at least three good quality first team strikers in the squad. So I hope we do sign him as well, mate.
Yeah, because the club are also speaking with that Kimu Ruth, but I think it might be a bit difficult that because he's been out of the game for a while, and his wage demands will be high. So it's best if we throw the book at Josh Stone and get him in.
It's all down to Wigan as well, isn't it? I mean, it's a lot of negotiation. There's things like, how highly do they rate him? You can't keep young players like that on the bench forever. Well, he just turned 21. He'll be desperate to play football. That's what he wants. And obviously he'd prefer to play for the bigger Latics. You know what I mean? He'd rather play in front of a good fan base at Boundary Park rather than Wigan's crappy away support and all that. He's better off at all the real Latics, 100%. But as it stands, Wigan are in League One. We're in National League, and we need to get back to where we belong, but we're going to struggle if we don't have Josh Stones in the squad. So let's hope for a nice little New Year's present and we at least get him signed on an extended loan till the end of the season.
Yeah, let's finger cross it happens. And Matt, is this the last week of phone-in, I guess?
Yeah, next Wednesday is Christmas Day, innit? So we won't be doing one then. I think we'll be doing a podcast after the York game, and then we'll be doing something else for the New Year game. I think we might do I don't know exactly off the top of my head. But yeah, we won't be here next week anyway.
Yeah, no worries, Matt. But hopefully, after in the new year, can you get somebody out of the club to come on the show and at least mix with us? Because it would be nice to hear a fresh voice on the show, like Darren Royal, Frank. It could be Luke. It could be his daughter.
Yeah, 100%. I'd like to get Mickey on as well because he said that he'd come on. So I think we interviewed him at the beginning of the season, and I think interviewing him halfway through the season would be really good. So yeah, I definitely get onto that. Yeah, definitely, mate.
I'm absolutely happy with Mickey Mellon at the moment. Fair dues, we might have lost the cup ties, but it's everyone's dream to get out of this league. If he pulls this off and we go up, I think he's going to turn around and say this is the biggest promotion he has ever had at Oldham, because Oldham has suffered, and I believe he will be saying this. If we go up, I think he will open his heart up and tell everybody how difficult this job has been.
I think he gets it, doesn't he? He gets what it's all about, and I think he's really invested in it as a project, and I think he's passionate about it. I think he really wants it. And I think, I've been so impressed by how he's turned us from a really, really ineffective team last season. And we were ineffective. We were inconsistent. We were ineffective. We didn't have good enough players. He's turned us into a really effective team this season. And next season, I'm excited about it already because, I think he's going to do the same again. So he's done a great job, and we you, Ibby. I think the club have done really well to bring him in. He was a great addition, as have been the players he's brought in and the staff that he's brought in as well. They're all doing a great job. So yeah. I mean, it'd be nice. I mean, my mate Sexy Dave is the booker on the show. So come on, Dave, if you're listening to this, get Mickey in, get some more people from the club on. In and amongst all your other duties in life. He's a very busy guy, Dave, to be fair to him. But So what's your reckoning now? We've got let's just the next three games: Braintree, York, and Hartlepool. How many points are you expecting him in return, Ibby?
I think we'll win them because our luck will change because we don't have a good spell over Christmas time. I think we're going to win all them 3 games. Your game will be difficult, but I think we will pull it one over them.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think we'll win them all, mate.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Matt. Look after yourself, and thank you very much.
Cheers, Ibby. All the best, mate. Take care.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye. Ibby there, as always, getting the show off to a flying start. We've got the captain in the back studio. He's topless, so I'm just preparing you, ladies, gentlemen. Whatever your persuasion, just be aware. But I am just going to drop God's number 9 first.
God's number 9 scores all the time. He is divine.
He's God's number 9.
Dave, do you fancy some GN9 merch?
Yes, please.
Go to the shop on our website, weareoldham.co.uk.
God's number 9. Scores all the time. He is divine.
It's God's number 9. We've got t-shirts. We've got mugs. It's God's number 9. God's number 9. Hey, you're on. How are you, Tez?
I'm all right, mate. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah,
I'm back working away, so the topless evenings may have returned.
have you? I imagine you've got like a harem of women that are at the end of your bed, just waiting for you to finish the call. Have you?
I won't quite go that far, Matt. No, I look like I've been set on fire with it and put out with a golf shoe, don't I, mate? So it's none of that. But yeah.
Listen, I don't put anything past the captain. All right, I think the possibilities are endless.
Them days have long gone, Matthew. I'm a taken man now.
Oh, you're all right. You're on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Where are you tonight, Ted? Where are you now?
Lovely Carlisle.
Oh.
But I'm not actually staying in Carlisle. That's where I'm working. I'm staying in Gretna.
All right.
So just over the border, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Aye.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what the conversation was before it, unless if there was one. But
no, it was the first caller. I mean, going into Christmas, like it's we've played Wealdstone twice now. Back when we play York, we haven't played out of the pool yet, have we?
No,
I don't think we haven't played them at home. So by the time we get to New Year's Day, we'll have played everybody. So we'll know. Well, we played Braintree twice, won't we? And Wealdstone twice.
And Wealdstone twice, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, halfway. It'd be a halfway assessment, really. Like, how are you feeling about it all?
I'm still very confident. I think I came on a few weeks ago and said the same thing. But yeah, Ibby makes a good point about Stones. I think keeping him will all depend on if Wigan do it, sign anybody, and their injury front obviously as well. But I'd love to keep him. But I mean, I'm hearing all sorts of rumours about Regan Linney. I have seen the Kemar Roof rumour that Ibby was also on about. There was somebody else as well. I can't think who it was, but anyway. But my preference would be Stones because I really like the way he plays. He seems to get the best out of Norwood, exactly like Ibby says. And they look to enjoy to play together, if I'm honest, and it's nice to see.
They do. Yeah.
I think when Norwood plays with Fondop, all you do is see him moan at him. Like, he's throwing his hands up in the air and stuff like that. But to be fair to Fondop, I mean, he's got a few goals and he keeps popping up with them, doesn't he? But he's not the same footballer as Josh Stones, is he? Definitely not. I think Stones is one of the best I've seen in recent years that we've had, if I'm honest, for his work rate and his finishing ability and his all-round general play. I think he's very, very good, and he will be a very, very good league player. He's like you said before, Matt. He's only 21, isn't he? So he's still got plenty of years ahead of him. But the halfway point in the season, very happy. I'm going to say I think if we don't win the league, we won't be a million miles away. And that's sort of my assessment with it. I'm pretty confident that we'll stick in it for the rest of the year. If we do get to the playoffs, I wouldn't say it's an unsuccessful season if we don't go up. It's obviously going to be a bit disappointing, isn't it? But I think that if we don't go up this year, I think we'll do something. Obviously, we're going to keep Mellon, but I think we'll do something similar to like what Chesterfield have done and Wrexham and Notts County and absolutely run away with it next year because Carlisle and Morecambe seem to be the ones struggling down the bottom of the league too. And I can't see them coming up with much, to be honest. They look like they're in free fall, if I'm honest, because Carlisle just been relegated from League One as well. They come straight down and possibly straight down again. Yeah. I know they've got new investors, new American investors, but that's not always a good thing, is it? You know,
No.
they don't know nothing about the history of the club and whatever else. But going off point a little bit there, Matt. But
yeah, but it's you know, it's one of those things. I mean, you know, I've mentioned it before. We've got to be prepared for it not happening. Even we have a brilliant season, we have a brilliant second half of the season, and nobody could be at fault. It could just be one of those things where you miss out by the skin of your teeth on the promotion automatic spot, and then miss out in the players, and then it's about going again. And you know, we know because the club have made no secret of it. Whenever I've bumped into Frank here and there, I've had a chat with him. Promotion. He want it desperately, and they want it this season. So hopefully we'll get it, but it's still a hell of a lot of work to do, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. It's not done and dusted by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm confident, and I'm pleased of where we are. You know, if you'd have said you're fourth in the league, you could be second with 2 games in hand if you win them. Come Christmas, I'd have snapped your hand off for that. Usually, going off what previous seasons, if you're up there at Christmas, you usually have half a chance.
Yeah.
So, barring an absolute capitulation, which I mean, it's not impossible because look at City, but barring that, we're well in with a shout. So, I'm hopeful we can get 9 points over Christmas and we'll be absolutely flying. York will be a tough one, but I think we should definitely win the other 2. Definitely. But York, we're at home. We should be looking to beat anybody at home. There's nobody we should look at and think, we might struggle. Maybe away, I'd take a point at York if we was away. But at home, we should be looking to beat anybody. Absolutely.
I think like what we, the cup, the 2 cup games, and the cancellation of the Rochdale game did take a bit of our momentum, away from us, didn't it? Because we were on that really good run, and then we had to suffer a couple of defeats. Although there was no disgrace in the Leyton Orient defeat. Then we had the FA Trophy exit. So, and then starting slowly against Wealdstone as well, and that's why I think it was a massive result. It was a massive performance from the lads to pull it back from 2-0 down, because we've Braintree won't be easy down at their place. Big game for them having us down there, and we're gonna have to work really hard to win that game, show our quality. And
what's going on here?
sorry about that, everyone. I will be looking into some better internet reliability in the new year. But yeah, what I was saying, Terry, was obviously that the Braintree game is going to be a tough one. But we've got to start the home games better, haven't we? We can't be, we're not that we've made a habit of it, but we against York, we can't let them, get a couple of goals ahead. It's a different story, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. If they go 2-0 up, mate, I think it'll be game over. They look like they have enough quality to see it out. We got a little bit lucky against Wealdstone, if I'm honest. That goal just before half time seemed to really sort of help a little bit, didn't it? But the one thing with Mellon is, and I think I've said this before previously, that he seems to be able to get a reaction out of the players as well. If we do start poorly, and we're not out the traps as we'd expect. he does seem to be able to once we get in at half time, he can either change things or he'll make a substitution, or even just a bit of a shape change, and he gets he gets a reaction out of people. So that's a pleasing thing as well, and it seemed to work on Saturday as well. But yeah, we can't start like that against York. Definitely not, mate, because the game will be done and dusted before even half times happens. So. But yeah, I'm happy with where we're at, 100%, and I don't think, well, barring being top at league, I don't think it could be any better, if I'm honest. But I didn't expect it to be any better. I didn't expect us to run away with anything. So yeah, I'm sort of lost for words there, but I'm just happy with it.
We're not. The thing is we're not the finished article, are we? We're not as a squad. Yeah, look, we're talking about Stones and some of that extra, quality like that. It's very. It's such a uncertainty that will he sign, won't he sign, and all that kind of thing. So it's going to be a different team if he's in it. And we've not hit full stride. I still don't think we've done that. I think, like I said, we are a good side. We are an effective side, but we've not hit our best yet. We've not, I don't think played as good a football as we will be capable of. I'm hoping the second half of the season is going to be, we're going to improve because. I think it's in them, and I think they're getting better. They're getting used to playing together. The Mickey's tactics and what he expects of them are coming together. So because, like I said, at the beginning of the season, this team wasn't this team, was it at all? You know what I mean? I mean, coming in from pre-season, we were hopeless last season. So this has been a massive step up already, and I think there's a lot more to give. What I said on the podcast at the weekend though is, we've got to learn to start defending set pieces, haven't we? Because that's where most of our goals that we give away seem to come from.
We do, mate. We look a bit susceptible from a set piece, don't we? So that's sort of not worrying as such, but yeah, it's somewhere we need to improve. Absolutely. But yeah,
when you've got Raglan and Month in there and stuff, and some of the players that we've got in there. I'm not quite sure what it is. Is there a lack of communication or what?
Yeah, it's a little bit surprising, isn't it, Matt? I thought we'd be, we are solid at the back in open play, but yeah, these it's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I can't. I mean, I'm no football coach, but I don't know what it is neither, because other than that, we're pretty solid.
Totally.
I'm not worried one bit about the defence. That's, if anywhere, I'd say that's where we're strongest. But yeah, we do look a little bit susceptible from set pieces, and that's where we concede quite a lot of our goals, Matt. You are right.
Yeah. And against teams like Braintree, that's where they'll be playing for that, won't they? You know what I mean? They'll be wanting to get free kicks and corners and all that, and they'll be working on it over the week.
I was shocked when we played them at home that they didn't try that sort of tactic, because they've got a lad that can waz the ball in fact further than Regan Ogle, haven't they? They're a long throw specialist, and he seems to cause havoc. But yeah, I was shocked he didn't play. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it was an injury or whatever. But yeah, they're a team that'll be definitely hard to break down at home. 100%. They'll be compact, won't they? We'll probably have most of the ball, but that's what you'd expect. So we've got to be. We'll have to be quite. We'll have to find that killer instinct and killer pass, I think, won't we?
Well, what I'd like to see against them is, I'd like to see us get on the ball, frustrate them, not let them have it, pass it around them, and just a bit of quality, score a couple of goals. Because I think we've got the quality to. We did it when we played them at home. Is it the first game of the season? Was that the game that they missed the penalty just before half time? And Hudson saved the penalty just before half time.
Impossibly, yeah. I know it finished 4-0, didn't it? But yeah, I think he did save a penalty.
I think was it 3-0? I think.
Oh, it might have been 3-0.
It was comprehensive enough, But there's
I think if they just won the penalty. Would they have gone 1-1 though at half time if they just scored that penalty?
So.
It might have been a different game then, might it? So
look, they're way down there. They've lost 3, won 1 and drawn 1 of the last 5. got minus 12 goal difference. They're on 20 points. So, we've got twice as many points as they have. They've they've lost 12 games. So, we'll go into it as heavy favourites. And, this season, barring the odd fixture, we've done the business. It might not have been pretty. It might not have been as easy as it could have been, but against the teams where we've needed to do the business, we've done the business. And all the newly promoted sides this season, we've beaten and we've not conceded a goal against them yet. So all the signs are good, but it's taking that mentality into it of confidence, but not arrogance, and keeping the professional attitude, going down there and doing the business. And that's what I'm expecting. I'm totally expecting that.
Yep, I agree, Matt. Could not agree more.
So how many are we going to beat them by then, Tez?
I think we'll be comprehensive, a very professional performance, and I think we'll win 3-0.
Yeah, that was what I was just thinking in my head then. I think if we turn up and do what we need to do, I think it'll be a repeat of the boundary.
Like you said, most weeks we seem to do that. And like you say, it might not be pretty, but even if I take a 1-0 win, just anywhere away from home, just get the win. I don't care if it's good, bad, ugly, anything, just win.
Agreed. It's all about winning, and it's a great feeling, isn't it? It's so nice to support a team that's winning again.
It's weird. I can't get used to it.
The thing is, I just saw, there's like a limited amount of excitement that can be, like once you've gone a couple of goals up against Tamworth or something, and you're like, and then you get another one. So, and I want to get back to like proper football grounds again. Do you know what I mean? And where it's like genuinely sort of like, I don't know, more of an occasion. It's like, I feel like I've been respectful to this division and the clubs that are in that we've got in us, but I've got to this season now and I want to get out of it. And
we need to get out of it and get. If we're 3-0 up, take the piss as fans like we used to do.
Yeah, we should be able to. We should be all, like. Look, but the thing is, we're at the same level, aren't we? We are where we are, and even getting back into League Two, that's not where we should be either. We've got to get back into League One ASAP.
Yeah, but and then on the other hand, Matt, as well, we are where we are because that's probably where we deserve to be.
Oh, 100% at the time, at the time.
Not anymore, but at the time, yeah, definitely.
No, but it's hard. It's really, really hard, and you can't take it for granted. Most football fans have a pretty crappy time of it. Most teams aren't getting promoted all the time. It's a hard thing to do, but we've got the people now in and around the club to make it happen, and I think the fans believe that, and it's. I hope that at the occasion on Boxing Day, I hope it's an occasion. I think the thing about them bringing a good few fans and a lot of home fans in the ground, a big occasion, a big win, proper atmosphere where everyone's buzzing at the end of it. That's what I'm hoping for. And give us that big feel good factor end the year at Boundary Park with a big win, and then go off and see the captain in Hartlepool
in full outfit as well. Again,
absolutely. Will you be? Yeah. I look forward to seeing you on the harbour again.
There'll be no nakedness this year, Matt.
No, I don't want to see your bottom again.
No, there'll be no showing of the cheeks. I don't think, mate.
Oh, great stuff! I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be great. So, are you going on Saturday?
No, because I'm staying up here. I'm still working.
Right, yeah, a bit of a trek from up there down to Braintree. All right.
Yeah, I won't be doing that. I don't think, mate. Not in that. Not in my work bus anyway.
No, fair enough. Right, mate. Well, thanks for getting in touch.
No problem. Always a pleasure,
Appreciate
Matt.
it. All right, mate. And I'll see you you'll be there on Boxing Day, won't you?
I certainly will, mate.
I'll see you on Boxing Day then in the Rochdale Road.
Day, pal. All right, mate.
mate.
See you soon.
Cheers, pal.
Bye-bye.
It's hot new merch, sexy merch. It's hot new merch. It's sexy, sexy, sexy merch.
Visit weareoldham.co.uk/shop now to see our brand new range of hot, sexy merch.
It's hot new merch, sexy merch. It's hardly merch. It's sexy, sexy, sexy merch.
Not sold any manly fashion T-shirts yet, but there's always time. The God's Number 9 mugs are doing all right though. I've sold a few of them. A few. Not a few hundred, but a few. But yeah, so that's all good. Right. So before we finish, got no more calls lined up. So I'm going to tell you some facts about.
Facts about. Facts about. Facts about, and you find out about.
Braintree. Braintree is a town in Essex dating back over 4,000 years when it was just a small village. According to the 2021 census, the town has a population of 4,500. And it is bypassed by the modern-day A120 and A131 roads, and it has 2 train stations. In 1665, the Great Plague killed 865 of the population of just 2,300. The Braintree Arts Theatre opened in 2009, and the Braintree Musical Society performs 2 shows a year in April and October. The Prodigy's Liam Howlett was educated at Alec Hunter High School, and pop star Ollie Murs went to the Nortley High School. Braintree Town Football Club is known as the Iron, and they have played at the Cressing Road Stadium since 1923. Their manager currently is Steve Pitt, and the most appearances of anyone is Brad Quinton with 546. The most goals is Chris Guy with 211, and the most goals in a season is Gary Bennett with 57.
Facts about, and you find out about.
Braintree. So Gary Bennett in the 1997-98 season scored 57 goals for Braintree, which is pretty outstanding, really. So fair play, Gary. So Braintree. If you're going, have a great day. If you're not going, have a great day as well. And we'll see you at Boundary Park on Boxing Day for, the biggest game of the season. An absolute 6-pointer. Hopefully we'll go into it with 3 points in the bag from the win against Braintree. Loads of goals. Josh Stone's hat-trick. He didn't quite get there on Saturday because Mike Fondant wouldn't let him. But it's all good, isn't it? So what can we say? Apart from happy Christmas, have a good one. And we'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye. Hey Dave, did you know that listeners can now buy us a coffee or any other kind of hot beverage?
Ooh.
What's your favourite hot beverage, Dave?
A macchiato.
And how do you like your macchiato?
Black with lots of milk. Oh.
No cream?
No.
Well, if you want to buy Dave
macchiato,
then go to buymeacoffee.com/weareoldham. I'll just have a Nescafe.
Ooh. Thank you, listeners.